Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Life is Strange Before the Storm, and we are on episode 3, Hell is Empty. And look, do you see what I see right above the Hell is Empty thing? Bonus episode! Ah! It should be installed. Hold on a second. So where we're going to go here. Yeah, but I already installed it. This is what I don't understand. Install. Maybe I didn't hit install. Okay, anyway. I was like, I installed everything. Yeah, so the thing that I'm upset about is I bought Deluxe when it was on pre-order. And yeah, you get the outfit pack and everything like that, right? So what you're telling me, though, is the outfit pack for Chloe wasn't installed when I installed the game? Because, like, Microsoft, like, Xbox, when I go in, if you go in, like, you know how you go in the store and you can see all the different, and, like, for Life is Strange Before the Storm, they've got, like, you can buy just episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3 separately. You can buy episode 1 and then buy 2 and 3 combined. You can buy the deluxe. You can buy whatever, you know. And then they have that deluxe add-on, so you can upgrade if you bought the episode separately and then you wanted to do that, right? So they've got all these different things. Well, if I go into the deluxe, it says, like, I can buy it for $25. I'm like, huh, so did I not buy that? And I look at my history, my order history, I'm like, I bought deluxe. But Microsoft, if you go in the store, it shows that I own episode 1, 2, and 3, but it doesn't show that I own deluxe. But I own deluxe. So I never thought about it when the game finally came out, and so I'm like, I could have gone to the deluxe upgrade, just like we just did, and installed, I don't know what the mixtape version is, I don't really know, but the outfit pack. So I paid for and they weren't in there? That really makes me sad. It was probably like in the very beginning when she was like, we had to pick her out, kind of like what we did for Rachel when Rachel gave us clothes in like episode 2 or something, 1 or 2. But like in episode 1, in the very beginning, one of the first 4 episodes, I was like, okay, I'm just like, seriously? Paid for those outfits, man. We didn't even get to use them. I don't remember, but they weren't installed, so I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, we're installing that. Maybe. We'll probably get a pop-up while we're playing. But we're going to play Hell is Empty first. But I'm really excited about that, because I don't know if I said it in the recording, but I was thinking it anyway, that it would be really cool to play as, like, Max and Chloe, like, when they're really young. And I'm pretty sure I said that, and that's what that episode is. like the whole goodbye thing. So it's like a prequel to the prequel. Which is just amazing if you think about it. Anyway. Hell is empty. I haven't played this in a couple days, because... So, like, that's right. That drug dealer lady who her dad was making out with is really her mom, but...
On Life is Strange Before the Storm. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
But so, he was obviously in love with her.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence
Expulsion!
of your actions, Chloe.
We already knew that was going to happen, though.
Both agree.
No.
That the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Blackwell's done with me. I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Yeah, I feel really bad, though.
Juliet is wailing. That infernal inferno is the culprit.
I almost feel like we should have given Damon the money, because
No fucking chance.
if Drew
I swear to thee,
played
we shall fly
football,
beyond this isle. The
he
corners
could
of the
have
world are mere prologue. What
made a
say
fuck ton
so
of money and helped
to
his
my
dad out.
most
But now
hopeful
all they have is that $1,000 because he broke his knee, so he's
Yes.
probably never going to be able to play football again. So it's
Let's
like,
leave.
yes, right now
For
that money
real.
is important, but in a
If
couple
you
of
don't mean
years,
this,
it would have been
it's just
okay,
making me
you
feel
know?
like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen. What would it take to convince you? Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Explains why she's blonde and neither one of her parents are. He's like, well, Well, lightish brown hair. All right, let's
I want
explain
to
this
tell
to
you
us.
all of it.
Good.
But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Aw.
Of course. In every way that matters,
Chloe's like, it's not awkward.
Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sarah. Your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long.
I just really want to know how this went down.
Hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
I mean, she's a druggie. She's in with the drug dealers, right? Like, she might not be a druggie, but she, like, works with them.
Chloe. I'm right here. Good. I need you.
Whoop. Join. Sorry, I was walking a little drunk there. Controller vibrates every time she takes my hand. Don't worry, I didn't miss it. All right, look.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends.
The douche.
Sarah was
I mean,
everyone's favorite.
your dad. So.
Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me.
And she got knocked up.
Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything.
Okay, this might be like college,
Early on,
maybe?
though, I realized I wasn't enough for her.
Huh.
While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers.
He talks so slow, it's killing me.
Sarah wasn't looking for any of that.
He's like a sloth.
She was looking for escape.
I know he's trying to be kind of dramatic, but she was looking for escape. She was looking for escape. That's how you do it. Like, I swear, sometimes, like, the discount, like, voices are killing me. Like this guy. I dated her in high school. It's killing me. Speed it up a notch.
When Sarah became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while.
That was a little better.
Becoming your father
Oh,
was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind.
You're pushing the wrong button.
However much she loved you then,
Heroin?
it wasn't enough. For Sarah, the need to escape was always there.
She's shooting him. Yep.
For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person.
Then you're like, God, was she doing drugs when she was
No matter
pregnant?
what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you.
Did she try to sell her for crack?
I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. destructive person.
Oh, dude, go
Someone who
take care of
could
the
never
baby.
be
It's killing me.
satisfied by anyone or anything, even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again.
But she didn't really harm the baby. She's harming herself and not caring for the baby, though. I mean, well, I guess that's... I mean, yeah, shooting up drugs while your baby's starving to death is okay. I mean, never mind. But it's not like she, like, beat her or tried to sell her.
The Overlook, Rachel. It was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life.
Her arms are really motherfucking
It was
long.
a kiss.
Creepy.
Goodbye.
There we
I
go.
told her
Sorry.
that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother.
Oh.
Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again. To keep you safe.
Dad, she must have burnt the forest down. Looks around suspiciously. I like how they did that, though, with the viewfinder. So we can follow the story. A little interactive. It's cool.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I send her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
To keep her away from you. Because otherwise she would have rolled back up in that joint.
But now she wants to see me?
No.
Yes.
She just wants more money.
But Rachel, it cannot be.
Wouldn't that be douchey?
Why not? If that's what Rachel wants.
Drug addiction is a disease. It afflicts everyone, not just the addict. I will not allow you to be
Chloe's like,
victimized by her disease again.
Even if that's true, Rachel could still meet her. And maybe the fact that she wants to see me means she's gotten better.
or she wants to
Maybe
manipulate,
so.
use you.
But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
That's true.
Rachel,
Maybe wait until you're
I think
older.
I need to lie down.
Like 20. You know? But the problem is, then she's going to come to you for money while you have a job. Well, okay, we all know she ain't going to live that long, but you know what I mean in theory. Always like, hey. Hold on. Boop. Nope. Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest cast party. I already texted Rachel like 8 times. Hey, I don't think we're making it. Chloe, you should come. Yeah, Chloe, you did awesome, babe. Hey, Chloe, great job. Thanks, I can't. But you were amazing! I'll even admit that Mr. Keaton seemed a little disappointed when I arrived. Seriously, just come. Bring Rachel. Okay. Sorry, guys. Like, okay, maybe. Oh, actually, let's go here. I know we haven't done it yet, but Land of the Freaks, torture schedule, portrait of the survivors, daily dick pics, greasy gunk, snack box. Okay, I'm just trying to see so we don't miss them. But, you know, we'll go through and get everything. Okay, here we go. Sarah. What can you say about a woman so mysterious her own daughter never even heard of her until now? What James told us, Sarah's a drug... Oh, from what James told us, Sarah's a drug addict who got herself mixed up in all sorts of crazy shit. And by drugs, I mean OD and end up dead in an alleyway drugs, not smoke a bowl and watch anime. When Rachel was a baby, Sarah would get high when she was supposed to be looking after her. Things got so fucked up that James finally had to take Rachel away. Okay, see, that makes more sense. Like... Aside from just that one instance, like, she literally, but it's like, she was getting high and then your baby's over there screaming and crying and starving, so, I mean, technically, okay, so yeah. So she did technically hurt her, but, like, I don't know why, but when, like, people say that, it's like, it's not like she tried to sell her baby for drugs. Well, okay, she wasn't feeding the baby, that's also bad. I don't know. The funny thing is, even as James talked about all the horrible things Sarah had done, he still seemed, I don't know, fixated, I guess. You could see the power she had over him. Actually, when he was talking about how beloved and magnetic Sarah used to be, I couldn't help think of Rachel. I wonder if James sees that too. Maybe that's what makes him so afraid of her. And that's exactly like what I was like, oh, everyone wants to be around her. I'm like, that's Rachel. So like if she goes down this self-destructive spiral, she's going to drag some guy with her. Anyway, now Sarah's in Arcadia Bay looking to meet Rachel. After years of taking James's money to stay away, suddenly she wants a relationship with her daughter. James seems skeptical. And Rachel, I can't even imagine what Rachel must be going through. So we already read this. Quickly by Rachel's. Okay, yeah, no. I just want to make sure. Max, I used to think the strangest thing about the Ambers was how normal they were. They seemed like a bad 90s sitcom family, and I did my best to play the part of the wacky yet lovable best friend. Yes, I did tag a newspaper picture of James on the fridge, but only because his face looked so stupid. The goal was to get in and out of there without causing a scene, so we could make our escape. About that. It turns out Rachel couldn't sit back and let her cheating father act all high and mighty. I tried to distract her and remind her of our goal. It almost worked. Then Rachel snapped. I guess she just couldn't stand the lying anymore. She told her mom about James making out with that woman. Everyone started yelling, and the next thing I knew, Rachel was going full destruction on the table. That's when the truth finally came out. Rachel's mom equals not her mom. Rachel's real mom equals makeout woman. Mind equals blown. Chloe, the wacky yet lovable. Oh, shit, I missed the... Am I supposed to talk to these people? What do I...
Hard to argue that Rachel would have had a better life with Sarah. But does that make what James did right?
I mean, he did what he had to do by not telling. I mean...
Rachel completely destroyed that table.
I can understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand... You know what? It's not like you were 2 or 3 where you might remember your mother. You were a baby. Rose comes into your... Was that her name, Rose? I think it is. Anyway, comes into your life, you know, blah, 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 raises your daughter as your own. Like, why would you tell her, oh, no, Rose isn't your mom. Your mom's a drug addict. She doesn't love you, but I pay her every month, and she stays away from you because she didn't care. Like, why would you do that? You tried to raise your child normal.
Things than growing up around fancy stuff like this.
You know what I mean? Like, you tried to raise your kid the best you freaking could with the situation, so...
It's so weird to look at this now.
And maybe we can go upstairs.
I can't even imagine how she must be feeling.
Are those cookies? No, it's bread. Like, you need help, like, look at that.
Can't believe I was feeling goofy enough to draw that just a few hours ago.
Let's talk to Rose.
Hey, Mrs. Amber.
Do you need anything?
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay, Rose.
The more things you learn to like, the happier you will be.
Do you need any help with anything?
Like cleaning up?
Very kind of you. Could you get out the broom for me? It's in the breezeway. Door to the left of the fridge.
Sure. Yeah, I'll help you out, lady. You poor thing. What's this shirt? Look at the shirt.
Hey, cool graphic.
Can I steal it?
Rachel was really getting rid of this?
Take the shirt. Of course!
Mrs. Amber, could I have this?
Oh, sure, Chloe. Rachel was going to give it away anyhow.
Thanks.
Also the broom. Cool. Take the broom. Oh, The broom is in my buttocks. See? Look, I like have Sims pockets. Broom. She's like, hey.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Really?
Thanks. But
Why?
why?
Huh?
While Rachel's dealing with all of this, it's a relief to know she can talk to you.
I really
How are
fucking
you
like her
doing, Chloe?
mom.
How am I doing?
Like, her
Your
mom's really
generation
fucking
loves
nice.
to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, it's super weird. Well, I think I'm doing better than... Yeah, it's super weird.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
It's really weird.
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret.
Totally.
There are many painful things about Rachel's past.
I 100% get it.
Including my own role in hiding the truth.
You were doing what you...
Sarah shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know,
James lied, but it's not
I'm
about that.
so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until
They all
I
talk
had
way too
Rachel.
fucking slow. Her parents. They're like
Hearing the
robots.
truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
It's gonna hurt when it comes
I'm
out.
not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
I'm
You're right.
not threatened by what
I don't understand.
Chloe
You
speaks like a normal
don't
human.
have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Cool.
Do you think Sarah is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband.
Like, I never met her, so that was fine. And then
His entire
don't
life
know.
is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
Okay, I guess I don't think we need to try to talk to her more. Let's go over here and talk to this dipwad. I don't think we can go upstairs yet. No. Look at that fucking door. Door is amazing. Looks like the tree that we burned down. Go fig. Bookshelf. We can look at that.
This seems like a James and Rose bookshelf. I can't imagine Sarah.
Sarah here
The
instead of
Tempest
it.
show feels so far away now.
That's the
This
same
is
stuff
so
we already
painful to
read.
Look at. I hope tonight hasn't messed up Rachel's memories of family trips like this.
Look.
Rachel only knew half the truth when she set that fire. What if she'd known everything?
Then you'd probably be dead in the fire. No, I mean, who knows?
Whoa. Sarah Gearhart is a known associate of that psycho who attacked Drew. Then again, so is Frank.
Well, she's a known associate because that dude is a drug dealer. I guess we can talk to him.
This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what
Sarah
pain
liked
Sarah's
money over her
caused.
daughter.
Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
I don't understand. Are you afraid that Sarah would do something to Rachel?
I don't think she would deliberately harm anyone. But addicts can cause tremendous harm without meaning to.
Yeah. But Rachel's not a baby anymore.
Listen to me. Sarah brought criminals and drug dealers into our home. She put Rachel in serious danger just to chase her habit. Chloe.
True.
I believe Rachel trusts you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
The
This
right
is where
thing,
I
though.
ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
Yeah,
That
I will.
is something I will always do.
I can agree
She's
with
so
that.
young. You are too. But I know you've experienced loss. Protect her from that. Please.
I mean, he's kind of rational
what
for
I
what we
can.
thought was a douchebag.
I care about her too, you know?
I
Her
know.
parents really aren't that
Thank you.
bad. It's kind of funny. I actually really like. I'm actually going to pause this here, because I'm assuming we're going to end up going upstairs to see Rachel, because we talked to them and there's nothing else for us to do. So, but here's the thing. I like the way in these games they don't make the adults like super. Like it's about the kids. You know, it's about Max and Life is Strange. It's about Chloe and Rachel in this one, but they don't make the adults like, oh my god, we're totally bumbling idiots and we don't know what we're doing. They're actually like David came across like an asshole in Life is Strange. He's coming across kind of like an asshole here, but you know he's not like he's just a dick. He just doesn't know how to deal with kids, so he's a dick about it because he doesn't know how to deal with Chloe and he's trying to do what he thinks is best, but it's coming like, dude, you're coming across like a dick. Because he doesn't get it. You know what I mean? He's not a parent. He's being a step parent to a teenager who's fucked up her life a little bit. She knows that. But, you know, and you kind of see, I like the fact that in Life is Strange, they kind of make him seem like an asshole in the very beginning. And you're like, what a douche! And then afterward, you're like, you know.
Rachel took that pretty hard.
Okay, I'm going to pause so that I should see if she's okay. I get it. We're pausing. So we'll just look at this. And I like the fact that, like, you know, they kind of make Rachel's dad out to be a douche. Like, he's a cheating douche. And then you meet him and you're like, but he doesn't come across as like, I mean, he still comes across because you're thinking he's a cheating douche. So there's that part of you that's like, he's a dick. But even when he talks sometimes, you're like, he doesn't come, there's something about him that you're still not like, well, okay, at least he comes, like, he says certain things that you're like, well, okay, let's take the cheating douchebag out and go, I can kind of see where he's coming from with that. And then you find out he's not really a cheating douche, and you're like, okay, it makes a little more sense. Like, they did the same thing with this. They pull the wool over your eyes in a way, as they did with David in the first one. But I like the fact that the adults are, yeah, they've done some shit things, but everybody does that. Like, everybody makes a decision in their life like this. Let's not tell her about her birth mother, because her birth mother only wants money. She would never have known, and she would have lived a happy life, you know, up until buried in the junkyard, but she would have lived a happy, good life not knowing anything about her mother. It sucks that she's found out now, you know, but you have to look at it from James and Rose's position. Like, they did what they thought was best. Was it the best thing? Well, Rachel certainly doesn't fucking think it was, and everybody has a different opinion. There's going to be people who are going to go, no, they should have just been clean with her, that her mother wasn't in her life, Rose was her stepmother, and then she would have been fine, and then when it comes out her mother's a drug dealer, maybe, or drug addict, then maybe it wouldn't have been as rough of a shock, you know? But that's not the choice they made. They made the choice, like, maybe it's better she doesn't know. You live with the consequences, and unfortunately, the consequences impact someone else, but you can see where they made that decision and why. And I don't know, I just like the fact that they don't make the adults like completely bumbling idiots, and they have logical reasons for doing things, and it's not just, well, I decided to not do this, which is totally illogical to further the game. Like, these games actually put a lot into the story and the backstory, and like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. Like, there's a logical reason aside from pushing the story along, you know? Like, you're like, I can see that happened. And fuck, that just unravels a whole lot of mysteries, but I don't know. I think it's just because, like, then you talk to Rose and you're like, God damn, she's such a nice fucking woman. And then you talk to James and you're like, okay, you know what? Sometimes he says douchey things because he's a fucking district attorney, so, well, lawyers are always kind of douchey, but you know what I mean? But you're like, but he's not, he's just, you know, I don't think we'd be besties ever, but I understand his motivation and I can see where his logic came from, and that's the important part, I guess. I don't know. I was just rambling about how I just really like the way they do this with the adults, because the games are about the lives of these teenagers, and instead of, like, usually when you watch a show or a movie or anything about adults are like, oh, I can't figure out how to work this computer. Oh my god, I can't figure out how to do my life. You know what I mean? They always make them kind of stupid to make the teenagers look smarter, and it's like this, they don't. Like, the adults are rational people. They do certain things, and they're not always perfect. But you're like, but I like these characters, and I like the way they wrote them. They didn't, like, just make them side pieces because teenagers need parents. You know? I don't know. That was basically my long-winded point, but I just really like this game, man. I have not been drinking, I swear, but sometimes when I play this, I feel like I have been. Like, oh my god, I get the feels! Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. We'll come back, and we'll go up and check up on Rachel in the next part, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.